You late, man. You late.
Are we live?
Yes.
Are we live?
Yes.
We are?
Yes.
I
Uh-oh.
see. Are you sure?
Yes, we're live.
Hey, everybody. We should probably remove that one. Look who's here, you guys. Hey, it's my girl Janet.
Hey.
Hey. How's everybody doing? Let's see. So I pinned up here and I'm going to read this to you guys because it's super important if we're going to get through this and actually talk about the stuff I want to talk about. I'm having a special guest tonight. Wait a minute. Her. My BFF, Jan, is here.
Yo.
So that I can get the most information to you as possible without going far off topic, because we know I have an issue with squirreling away.
I got her.
So, Jan, last minute this morning, I was like, what are you doing tonight? I need your help. I really need your help. So, anyway, let's check this out. Doug, how are you, buddy? You'll be here lurking a while. Oh, good. Mama Beth is here watching you tonight.
How's her volume, guys, compared to mine? Are we good?
Yeah, how I'm not down at the bottom comments, so look. Kathy's here, and Janae, are you new?
Who's Janae?
That name does not. She's new.
Oh,
Christy's here. Christy's mom's closet. All right, you guys, I have to stop right here. Squirrel moment. Not really. In the description, how come that's not clicked on there? There we go. In the description down below is Christy's YouTube channel, specifically a video that she put out. Did you put it out today? I think she just put it out today on some tips and tricks. I put the exact title. What does it say here? She has a wonderful video she just put out titled "Did I Break My Store? eBay Listing Title Tips," and it fits perfect with this topic that we're talking about tonight. So please, everybody, go sub her up. She's been selling on eBay and Mercari and Posh for years. The girls, Let's Do Lunch podcast, finally talked her into starting to do videos, and she's doing an amazing job. So let's get Christy subbed up, and you guys go start following her. I know a lot of us follow her on Instagram, so this is amazing. Ethel, how you doing, girlfriend? Jacob Piper, just really one person. Let's see. Koki's girl Sherry's here, and Amy is here. Who have I missed so far? Sue is here. I got a little bit of a lag. Regina, how are you, girlfriend? Vintage Huntress is here. Is it me, or am I having a lag? Maybe it's my clickability. I don't have a good clickability today, you guys.
I'm supposed to be clicking.
Oh, you're supposed to be clicking. All right. Janae,
yeah, look. I'll show you who to say hi to.
Yeah. Swamp Picker Glenn. Glenn will be here for about an hour. Then he has to go to bed. He gets up early. He has a real job. We're just his entertainment. Hi, Jupiter. How are you? Oh, this is nice. I could get used to this. Did you make yourself some coffee at least? Or will you not be able to sleep? Who else we got? Melissa is here. Tidbits from Time. And Lauren Hostetler. I think you're new too. No, Lauren, you've been here before. I try to get everybody that is not blue when I go back tomorrow or the next day when I start answering comments. Then I'll go in and look and see who was well behaved during the show, and you get to be blue. It's just how it is, you know. I mean, if you don't behave well during the show, then you don't get to be blue next time. That's kind of where it's at. All right. I think we got everybody. We have, how many people we got in here?
22.
Wow. Oh, 22. It's because it's right up on top here, you guys. That's all I can say. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and I have talked and talked and talked, and I put the link in the description, but we're going to go here and we're going to look it up. We are going to look it up together because I want you guys to know the fastest way to find anything on eBay is to go to Google, eBay's terms of service. Boom. And I spelled it wrong, but it doesn't matter. Right here, user agreement on eBay. If you guys haven't read this, shame on you. Because if you don't know what your rights are, then and you get a negative or you get kicked off or something like that, that's kind of like not reading the fine print when you buy a car or a house or sign a credit card. Nobody does that anymore. They don't do that anymore. I do. I read every single word. You need to. You need to know your rights and your responsibilities. Introduction, about eBay, using eBay, policy enforcement. This could be being suspended. Purchase conditions, international buying, selling, and shipping. Content, notice for claims of intellectual property, as in a, what's the word I want to use? A suspension for selling something that you shouldn't be, or using the word Velcro, or here's a good one. Let's just borrow somebody's photos. What are they called? Photos that they've already made that belong to somebody else. Copyrighted photos, but there's a why can't I think of it?
Watermark?
Huh?
Watermark?
No. They're photos like you could go stock photos. Thank you, Regina. Stock photos. Now, there are some things that you will put a code, a UPC code in, and eBay will generate a stock photo. That's totally different. That's okay. You can use that stock photo. You can't go to Nike's website and steal their stock photo of something and put it in your listing and think that you're going to get away with something, because they will hunt you down like the dirty dog picture stealer that you are. That was kind of harsh, but it's true. Hi, Tonya. So if I miss you guys, Jan's going to say hi to you in chat. So I'm not really looking at the chat, so don't get upset if you think I'm ignoring you, because I want to talk about this stuff. So one thing I see a lot, and I've heard people talking about it here recently, and I'm going to tell you this again. I'll tell you it till I'm blue in the face, actually, is, let's see if it does this. Keyword search manipulation policy. If you don't know this and you get suspended, don't come crying to me. I see content providers putting this stuff out all the time, and they're putting Tiffany style lamp, Gucci style purse, Yves Saint Laurent style, I don't know, make a dress, Coogie style sweater, whatever it is. If that label is not on your product, you do not put something in your title that has that word in it, because it's considered search manipulation is what they call it here, but it's considered keyword spamming. You are putting those keywords in your title to draw people into your listing unfairly and unjustly to an item that is not what you're trying to tell them you are. So you're basically lying to them, because you or whoever else didn't do the research to figure out what you had. And there are many keywords that you can use for an unbranded item or for something that you don't know what you have. But I'll tell you what, spending the time to do the research on something that you really don't know what it is. There's plenty of people that you can ask for help. There's Facebook identification groups, all of that stuff. If you don't know what you have, maybe my best advice for you is to not list it. And the second best advice would have been to have never bought it. Now, if somebody gave it to you, there's not a lot that you can do there. But I know this may sound kind of harsh getting out the gate, but it's a big thing, because the last thing that you want is to be suspended or have your account gone away because you continuously do stuff that's against eBay's terms of service. And they're right there for you to find. And anything that you want to find that has to do with eBay, can you find it in eBay? You can, but it can take you 10, 15, 20 minutes, or you can just type it into the Google search bar. And let me just tell you, and it'll take you right to the link. All right. So I'm sure we'll have this chit chat again, because this is not my first time, and it probably won't be my last time. But nothing breaks my heart more than to see somebody get in trouble for something when when a influencer, especially somebody who's got hundreds of thousands of followers, is misdirecting people. And I'm not calling anybody out because I can't even think of anybody right at this time. I do know some people that have done it, but did they know? I don't know. There is no playbook for eBay. There is no videos by eBay to teach people how to use eBay. And I think that that's a real disservice by eBay to do that. There are so many amazing content creators out there that there is no reason why eBay couldn't say, hey, can you really seem to have shipping down. Can we get together with you and let's make a video on how to do shipping? You really seem to have how to put a title together really well. Can we get together with you? I really think that eBay would behoove them and the people that sell on eBay. Hi, Tracy, to have some form of video now. I mean, it's 2020, it's 2029. We're well beyond them not having some form of videos teaching step by step how to do this. They have the crews, they have the money, they have the ability to do this. They're going into people's homes doing all kinds of stuff, right? Having them do stuff. They did eBay Open. There should be a set of videos that take you through all of eBay's policies and how to do it. Because as we all know, there were a lot of new subscriber or a lot of new sellers over COVID, right? They were there because they didn't have any money and they needed something to do. Well, they didn't know. And how many of you have been selling on eBay and Mercari and all of the different platforms, but never knew that there was a community that talked about this stuff that could teach you how to do it? I mean, there's a lot of people that have been selling for years that never knew. Rob Junk Monkey is one of them. He never knew there was a community. He's been selling on eBay for what, 25 plus years, Rob? And so, hello, Miss Diggin' Dashin Fines. And so it never boggles my mind when I know somebody that's been selling for years and I show them something and they're blown away, because how are they supposed to know it if they don't know it? Because honestly, eBay really doesn't have any tutorials that I know of. They don't have a specific spot on their site that has a tutorial. So I have some tips and tricks of how I do stuff. Are they the right way? I don't know. They work for me and they've worked for me well. And I've shown many, many, many people different things. And I've had people beg me to show them how to do things. And I'll make a video on it, but it never happens. So here we go. All right. let me look at I have a manifesto, so to speak. So good old fashioned how-to video on my tips and tricks of the things that I do. And some of the stuff I want to show you has to do with using your phone. A lot of people just say, oh, I can't use the app on my phone. It takes too long. And now eBay has their new listing thing and everybody's upset with that. Change sucks. It really sucks. Nobody likes change. But once you get in there and you start doing it, it gets better and better and easier and faster and faster. And I'll tell you something right now. If you're not using the app on your phone, you are doing yourself a disservice and time-wise. I use both the phone and the computer, especially because I sell a lot of vintage, expensive items. And there are extra things that I may want to type into my description. And I don't want to do it on the phone because I have a huge problem. Spell check hates my guts. And then I go back in and I look at my description. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, that's just where that is. I only use my phone to take pictures. I do not use a separate camera and put it on a card or airdrop it or do any of that stuff. The more times that you touch a listing, the more times that you touch an item, the more times that you pack a box and put it over here, and then you move it over here, and then you move it over here, and you touch your items, touch your things, you're in so much trouble.
You were wandering so far away. I was like, no, I gotta get her.
You're supposed to be helping me.
I'm sorry. You were quit touching your stuff so many times.
Touch it as little as possible, right? Pick it up. Figure out what you have. Grab. Let's see. Pick it up. Does it need to be washed? Wash it. Go wash it. While you're washing it or soaking it or whatever, do your Google Lens, do your whatever, figure out what it is and start your listing. And then while it's drying, you can have all the rest of that stuff done and 3 or 4 more done. There's no reason to make an Excel spreadsheet, put your description in the Excel spreadsheet, then take your description from the spreadsheet to your listing. Oh my gosh, how much time have you wasted doing stuff? I know a lot of people that do that. Is it okay to have an Excel spreadsheet? Sure. Do all of your listings and go to your active listings and copy that stuff and drop it into your Excel spreadsheet. You're already done. When, because you've got everything done that you need to do. You've got everything in your custom SKU. Do you even really need an Excel spreadsheet? Because you can have them send you a file that has all your stuff in it. You can go into your, I haven't done it, but you can have, eBay has a spot for you to have all of that stuff that they'll do it for you, right? Yeah. And then go on the computer and do your listings. So let's add this back. Let's go to, don't judge me on my amount of items that I need to fix the specifics on. Most of them are UPCs and that kind of stuff. I've been doing about 10 or 15 of them a day, but they're not high on my priority list. All right. I have 2,300 active listings. I have not listed anything today, and I will be listing after I leave because my sales are amazing since I started listing 10 a day. My sale dropped off and I started a new one. So I guess I could go over here, right here. So I would like to be between $250 and $300 a day in sales. And that's where I was. The last year, I haven't been so good because I went and visited Jan, and then I I took part of the summer off, and then I moved, and I took like 3 months off of eBay. Not really, but what I was doing was I was putting my store on vacation for 15 days, taking it off for a day, putting it back on vacation, not listing anything, but shipping all the stuff that I was selling while I was moving for 3 months. And then I'd list here, I'd list there. The most fun is going to the sales, right? But at some point in time, you got to list this stuff, because nobody's going to do it for you. So, drafts. What do I have in here for drafts? I have 11 drafts. I'm going to look over here so that I can see the full screen. I did a let's talk about it a few weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, on knickknacks and stuff. And so I'm still working on these because I had like 40 million of them. There's still some more back here. And this one right here is hanging over there because I had to do some repairs on it. But there's no reason why you can't have your drafts done so that when you go in, this right here, 30 by 32 framed. Let's open this up. I bought a bunch of artwork. I have some of it listed and some of it I don't have listed. So I made one listing, and I went through and I put 30 by 32 framed. This just tells me that this is the listing this is a template, basically. It's not a true template. It's not in my templates area, but we're going to talk about that. This is just a draft that's sitting in my draft inbox, and I can make copies of this. Okay, say if tomorrow I decide I took all my artwork to one of my other storage units, and it's also, say tomorrow I decide to go to the storage unit. I know I'm going to go to the storage unit and I'm going to take pictures of all the artwork. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click on this, and I know that I have 25 pieces of artwork, and I'm going to make 25 copies. And they're all right there, just like that. And all I have to do is open this up on my phone. They're all in your drafts in your phone. Take all of my pictures. I can put my title in, and I can weigh it, so I can do my measurements and stuff like that. And I can do any of this stuff that I want to on my phone, all the specs that I want to, and anything like that. And then this right here, estate sale purchase, may be a few wear marks on the frame. I will change this because, and here's another thing. Do you guys know how to make I don't know if this is going to show on my desktop. Let's see. Can you see that? Apparently it's not on this desktop.
Nope.
It's on this one. Can you still see?
Yeah, we can see eBay.
You can only see eBay. You can't see my other desktop.
Just that monitor is shared. So if you want to share something,
can you see that?
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, hang on. On my desktop, I have this note, and it says eBay condition description. It's not going to open up over there. It's going to open up on the main one.
Drag it. Yeah.
Hang on. So what I have done is I have done this. Now, I don't usually open it up, but I'm just showing you. Any little thing that you type all of the time, you can just put right in there. So I just go over here and I put, this is what I put in here. Pre-owned condition, please refer to all photos for a more visual description of this item. Now, if there is something wrong with it, water marks on lower left hand corner. That. And I can add that to it because you want people to see in this condition description. You cannot do this condition description on the phone app. So this is one of the main reasons why I will do a lot of my drafts. I will start them on my phone, and then I will come back here. Well, this one I started all of these drafts because I made 25 copies, right? So what I'm attempting to do for myself here is have the least amount of clicks as possible. So you want to have 25 belts or 25 pairs of tennis shoes or 25 belt buckles or 25 or 10 or 5 or 6. You want to have a whole bunch of the same thing that's going to use the same categories so that you can do as much in your draft as possible to not have to go and change a lot of things. One thing that you guys that sell vintage items should know is that up here in this item category, if you choose a collectibles, then you don't get charged a listing fee, a final value fee, the 35 cents. When you go into your item categories to choose the category that you want this listed, this is my store category. This is eBay's category. So you can go in here and edit this. If you change your category to a collectible, you want to go down here. It gives you, these are all eBay categories, right? Find collectibles. And then come down here, animation, art, and merchandise. Well, that's not, that doesn't really fit that. Autographs, baby and nursery. Okay, something that I can show you guys that I do all the time because I sell vintage perfumes and bottles and stuff like that, is you can go clear down here to vanity, perfume, and shaving.
And what did you say the advantage to listing it as a collectible was?
Because there may still be perfume in the bottle, whether it's good or not. There may be there for if you're looking at perfume, but the advantage to using the collectibles category is right now anything that's in a collectibles category, when it sells, you're not being charged that 35-cent fee.
Nice.
When it sells, right? So when you find your stuff, all of this stuff right here can be sold. Perfumes, trinket boxes, all of this stuff. Look at perfumes. If eBay doesn't want you selling used perfumes, and I sell mine as I'm selling the bottles and it's a collectible. If they choose to use the perfume, if there is perfume in the bottle, if they choose to use that perfume, that's on them. I'm listing it as a collectible. I don't attempt to put 30%, 90%, 80% when I list perfumes. If eBay did not want you to sell these, they would not have a category for them as far as that kind of stuff. But that's a little bit off topic. So art and art posters. So you can go in there and mess around with that and find your category. But that's where I listed whatever it was I listed. And then if you can't get to these right away, then, okay, so, all right, so we got category, right? Required, type. This is the only thing that you have to have filled out, this required. It's it. That's it. They would like you to put these in, and I'll tell you what, the more of these that you put in, the better it is for you. When you are searching or a buyer is searching for an item, on that side of the screen, it has all of these things that they can choose from to filter out. So if you aren't, some of these aren't going to be, if you don't have an answer to it, don't put any in it, just leave it alone. And you may get that you have 222 items that you need to add item specs to because you don't know what the grade is and blah, blah, blah. Go in and there's a spot where you can fix that. I'll open one of those up. remind me to open up and show how to fix your item specs. We'll do that when I get done here. So as many of these as you can fill out as possible is what is going to help you in search. It's what's going to help you in when people Google Lens and search on Google for items. The more of these that you have put in there, the sizes and all of that stuff, the higher you're going to go in search. And I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't do that to you guys. All right. So you really, if you're selling vintage items, you need to have a condition description. You just need to. And speaking from this week's experience, do not list perfume or cologne with perfume in them. Title must have word empty. Nope, you don't. I just sold 4 of them today. I'm sorry, Weta. No, if you aren't using the collectibles category, then that's where your issue is. 100%. I have sold perfume for years, and I sell, unless it's brand new, sealed, it goes in the collectibles category. I even had a return on one, and the lady was nasty to me, and I called eBay about it yesterday. So I can tell you that. All right. Make sure when you're selling vintage items that you put some sort of something in here, or even if it's a Funko Pop and there's a crease in the box or something, come into your computer and just add that in there. Check everything out. It doesn't take that long, because what eBay will do, what the app does, is it just puts used here. There's nothing else. It just puts used or new. That's what you get. Thank you very much, Janae. Yeah, you can forward it to me. Absolutely. I'll help you out. Hey, Lynn. All right. Something that Courtney didn't know. I was surprised. She did a video the other day. Courtney Bullet Buddies. All of her social media links, hi, Jen, are in the description. Her Instagram, her Facebook, her YouTube, her main YouTube. So, custom templates. This is the new listings tool, and it's totally different. And it took me a little bit to figure this out. Yeah, all perfume has to ship ground, Karen. All of it. It's hazardous materials. Jody Toy Addict just did a whole video on it. I should probably link that too. Can you find that, Jan? She literally just did a video on because the USPS actually changed it all. And I would highly suggest that anybody that's in here, and I will actually put that link in the description. Let me write myself a note right now to go back and put that in the description. Jody's perfume. If you guys don't want to sell perfume, don't sell perfume. I'm not telling you to sell it. I'm just telling you that yes, you can. Griff, who actually works for eBay, he actually did a podcast on it here not too long ago. All right. Show all options. Here you can do keep simple formatting, or you can see more options. And when you do that, you can change your font. You can change your size. You can do bold, italics, bullet points, numbers, change your colors, left, center, right, and a custom template. How many of you guys know that you can make custom templates for your description? See this? Please refer to all photos for a better visual description of the item. All of my items come from a smoke-free home. I strive to ship the next day. Feel free to look through my other listings. Please contact me with any issues, blah, blah, blah. This right here is super important, especially for those of you that sell on Poshmark and Etsy, and you cross list and you take pictures of your items with flowers or that kind of stuff in it. Any props that are used in the taking of the photos are not included. Only the items in the title of the listing are being sold, because some people will go, oh, But I didn't get that cute little basket with the flowers in it that was in the picture too. It happens. All right, so in order to do this, you go right here to your custom templates. How many do I have made? I can't remember. I think you can make 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I can't create any new templates because I have 10 already, but let's just do this. I'm going to go here and I'm going to delete that. So I want to put my general template in, which is what I just had. And this took me a few minutes to figure out too. You can't just click on it here. You got to slide over here and you got to insert it. You actually have to click that insert. Now, say I am listing, say I'm listing books. There we go. You can do this. This right here should actually be scooted over, and that would be something I need to go into the template and fix. So title, author, format, binding, book condition, jacket. I only do this for a book that's over $100. I literally only do that for a book that's over $100. I don't have time to do all of this. And now it is in the description. It's in the specifications. You're putting almost all of this in the specs. So this is something that I haven't used for a long time. And let's see, what else have we got here? This is delete. This one right here. So I have a general description for anything that's not vintage. And then I have a vintage disclaimer right here, because in my vintage disclaimer, I have some other little things that say, I specialize in vintage items that are usually 50 plus years old. It's important that you examine this item carefully before bidding. I welcome all questions. While I try hard to get my description accurate, you must look at the pictures and remember that vintage is not new or mint. Unless otherwise stated, items will have age-related wear. This stuff nobody reads. But when somebody tries to return something or says that you didn't give them all the information, well, guess what? Do you know how many times this right here has saved my butt because it was in there? I do not smoke. However, the previous owners might have. If you buy or collect vintage, you must know that the items come from an era when the vast majority of Americans did smoke, and they smoked in their homes. Most of my customers want their items in authentic condition, which shows wear, improves age. So I leave any deep cleaning to the buyer's discretion. I do clean the majority of my items. I absolutely will not polish silver. I will not polish brass or copper or any of that. For those of you that don't know, every time you polish silver plate, you're taking some of that silver off. I leave it as it is. I will wash it. I will scrub it with a toothbrush just to get the surface dust and stuff, because I do get the majority of my items from estate sales. I will wash clothes that are stinky. I will remove the stains to the best of my ability, and that's as far as I go. Does that make sense? Vintage is 20 years and older, and antique has to be 100 years and older. That's the rule on that. For I see what you guys are talking about. Thank you, Jen. All right. Are there any specific questions on this? So let's see. So basically, if you guys like this, now I took mine from a couple of different people, but I've had these for several years. Go to my eBay store, open up one of my listings, copy and paste this. Just go into my listing, copy and paste this. Let's see. Right? That was good. Copy it. Go back to your store. Open up one of your drafts. go to your custom template. Let's get rid of this one. You can go right here to manage, and it'll open it up, and you can just delete it. So now I can make another custom template, and I can go in here and I can create one new template, create a template name, duplicate vintage. I know I spelled that wrong, but it doesn't matter. And all of that stuff is right there. It's already there. And then you click save. And now if I come back up in here, there it is. Duplicate should be in there somewhere. It might be down here at the bottom. Duplicate. My spelling is amazing. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete that one because I don't need it, right? Is Leroy in here? Hey, Leroy. Hey, buddy. So that is how you make custom templates for things that you're listing. Damaged packaging, if you sell items that you get from bin stores, or discontinued items, lots of times the packaging is damaged. The packaging may have cosmetic defects shown in the pictures, but the product is new and used. And the sad part about the new listing tool here is they don't have bright colors. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking here. The blue is, but the reds, and so that's something that you may have to deal with. But anything that you want people to really blow their mind with, you want to have in a bright, bold color. And I'll tell you another thing. If you're using here, you can only do 14, 18, and 24. And I'm glad they did that, because people are using 10 and 12 font. And on the phone, that's tiny. Even in here, it's tiny. Everything I do, this is 24, I think, but everything else I do, when I do my descriptions, I do it in 18 font. 18 seems to be the best. So you may have to come back and hit this right here and go up here and do your 18 and change it, right? That's so that everybody can read it, and it helps so that you can read it on on the phone, even though we know a lot of people don't go and read these things and stuff like that. These descriptions are as much to, how do I say this? I'm just going to say it, to save your ass if somebody files an INAD or said that you didn't disclose this or what. These things right here, and who wants to type them every stinking time? So they allow you to have this custom template where you can come in here and you can make, look at, I sell discontinued gum and candy. And that's my custom template for that. And I have this in the bottom of all of my stuff. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, let's see if I can get it to stop. All of this is in my template. Pieces of gums per pack. I need to go fix my templates, because obviously when they changed over a lot of this stuff should all be like this. It should all be right like that. So I need to go in and do a little bit of work on my templates, because when they changed over the description thing, obviously the formatting was wrong. So that is how you do these custom templates. And then to do this right here, the pre-owned condition, please refer to all photos. Then you can just make a little notepad on here. You won't have to worry about this on the phone, because you won't see that on the phone. Now this, let's clean this up here. This general, if I go down here, look at, I even have one for Tupperware. This general template right here. I literally went into my store on my phone. I opened up one of my listings. I wanted to show this to you guys. Let's see. Let's see how well I can do this. Janet was telling me I'm going to go out with this. Okay. I'm hoping nobody gets sick here. Let's see if I can put you guys on my tripod so that we can do this, because I don't really know any other way to show you guys how to do this, because I can't bring my phone into the stream and show you this. I tried. Janet and I tried. This tripod is not. Sorry, you guys. All right. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So
bring it closer. There you go.
If you go into your eBay and you go into your selling and you pull up your active listings and you just pull one of these up and you open it up and you go down here and see full description. What I did was, is it seriously not going to let me do it? Okay. You tap on here and you go up here to this one and you come all the way down here to the bottom. Get it all.
It seriously looks like you're just on an all white screen. Oh, okay. So you're highlighting all the text.
I'm highlighting all the text, and then I'm up here. It says map, copy, share, select all. I'm going to copy that. And then say, I can't do it in here. But let's act like we're going to revise this listing, because it won't let me do anything. So if I go back down here to the description, actually, no, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go back to, I'm in my selling. I'm going to pull up my drafts. So here's one of these framed drafts. Or say I did a sell similar off of somebody's item that I found on Google search or whatever, and I found their item and I want to sell similar off their listing. That was probably actually the best thing to do. Let's just go to eBay. Let's go to search eBay for shoes.
This is the first time she's done this, you guys. So she's going to.
Sorry. I'm going to go to this listing for a pair of Reebok Classic nylon men's shoes. And I'm going to go down, down, down. You have to go all the way down, and it'll say all the way down, sell one like this. And you click that. Now this is my listing. I'm making a draft off of that person's listing. It has some of the item specifics that he had in there, they had in there already saved. But I want to go down here to the description. There's nothing in there except for his title. So if I go like this and I give myself a couple pages and I go paste, I don't want to paste it right now because I have it sitting in my clipboard. First, I want to go to the actual clipboard. You want to go to your clipboard in your phone.
This is Android, you guys.
I don't know. Let's see. Let me try this different. Let's see what I can do.
I don't know I don't know if maybe you turn off the dark theme on your phone, it'll help.
I don't know. Right here is all the, all the stuff I have. Well, you don't necessarily need to see what's in here. This is the text I just copied. And this says clipboard. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not focusing. This is a pin like a thumbtack. And this is garbage. You want to clean your clipboard out every once in a while. Down here are things that I use all the time that I have pinned, and they won't go away. And what you want to do is you want to take that item that you want to pin to your clipboard and you push on it, and it'll make a check. And then you go over here and you hit this thumbtack, and now it is pinned to your clipboard. And so I want to choose that to put in my thing, and there it is. There's that whole description that I copied. And it is, and that's all. We're done now.
Cool. All right, we got a couple of questions here. Tracy wants to know, do you think that having the condition box that you have to do from the computer empty will slow down your sales or views?
I think it'll bite you in the ass when something comes back that you didn't type a condition in. So when you say condition, are you talking about new, used, that kind of stuff? You cannot even list. You cannot even list your item if you don't have the condition chosen in your listing. If you don't,
I think that she's talking about not the drop-down field, but when you list from your computer, you have that extra description box or that shows up right on your listing.
The one that I was just showing, this one right here.
No, you have to. No, it's up higher. It's wherever condition is. It's like a
right
second.
Here.
It's where you can type stuff.
Right here.
So that's not available on the phone, I think is what she's saying.
No, it's not available on the phone.
So she's asking, if you don't do it, do you think that it affects your sales if you're doing it from your phone?
Yeah, I do. Because if you're not putting a condition description and you have a used item, and a lot of our items are used, and a lot of Tracy's items are used, old, vintage, and there's always something wrong with it, right? There's always something. They're not perfect anymore. I know what you buy. I know where you live.
So when you hit list, Noelle, you always do it from your computer?
No, not always.
Okay.
Sometimes a lot of times I'm done. I have my listing done, and all I need to do is add my photos.
But you've created your drafts and filled in that description box before you're doing stuff on your phone. I guess that's what she's asking. You're never missing that box, right?
I'm never missing that box.
Okay.
Ever. It's that important, especially when you sell vintage items. It's super important. It's more important for us as sellers to have that.
Protect. Yeah.
It's called cover your ass.
Mm-hmm.
This little spot right here shows up. Let me get out of here. Listings. Let's see. Let me pull one of my listings up that I've done. Let's see, results one. Boy, there's quite the lag tonight.
A little bit. So basically what she's asking is, do you ever do your listing from start to finish just on your phone, because that box is not available on your phone?
Are we scrolling? But I will go back and edit it. Like if I find something that's super amazing, I might want to list it right then and there from my phone. and I will list everything that I can from my phone. And then when I get home, I'll go back into my computer.
Gotcha.
I know a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram, but I have found some really expensive items lately. And as a matter of fact, let's just pull one up because I want to show you what I do. And I don't get this detailed on all of my listings, but I do on something I'm listing for $10,000.
Sure.
Or $2,000 or $500. Because
I think they're just basically pointing out the limitations, that there are some boxes and options that are not available on your phone.
Exactly. Oh, I know that. So
Yep.
that's why I wanted to show you guys a lot of stuff on the phone. I think what I'm going to have to end up doing is doing a screen record on my phone and then doing a static video with that to show you guys, maybe doing some shorts or some 3 or 5 minute videos to show you guys how to do some of these things, because I haven't figured out, and I don't know if there's any other way to do it. There's got to be, I don't know. Yeah. So that's what it's going to be. So,
but you can present a video file in StreamYard, so you could play a pre-recorded video while you're live.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's a good idea. Okay, so
wait, one more question. The other question was, what are the benefits for doing sell item like this? Does it copy their info and save you time?
If you are if you have looked something up and done the comps on it and you found the exact item, why wouldn't you sell similar and put that in your drafts rather than go back when you get all your stuff at home and have to find that stuff again? You've already spent 5 or 10 minutes looking for that.
So when you click sell similar, what does it carry over into your?
It carries everything except the stuff in the description box. And if you need to have some of that stuff in the description box, then you want to copy and paste it, just like I said, and it'll go into your clipboard so that when you hit that sell similar, sell one like this, then you can go right to the description and you can touch that description area. It'll bring your clipboard up and it'll show you what's in your clipboard, and you can hit that and put it in there. Now, then you can go back and change anything that you want, but there may be some pertinent information in what they've put in there that you want, but you don't want to copy somebody's exact description. That's kind of plagiarism, right? So go in and make it your own, but use some of that info, and maybe you want to use some of that info to do a little more research on your item because they have stuff in there that somebody else didn't. So I found this little guy sitting on a shelf in a shop, and he was dirty. He's silver plated. I literally put some Dawn dishwashing detergent on a toothbrush and scrubbed him. They made about 100 is what they think. Nobody really knows. I found this information on 3 or 4 different posts, one from the UK, one from somewhere else. Only 3 of these have ever come up for sale, ever. The last one sold on for $5,800, I think it is. I have mine listed for, yes, almost $10,000. Why? It is in mint condition. The only thing wrong with it is that little spot right there. And do you see this? Beautiful, amazing. Please refer to all photos for a more detailed visual description of this item. Look what you see right here. Here's the title, and this is what you see next. So anything that you can't fit up here that you really want to have up here, look at Noelle used the word rare in a title.
Whoa.
Because it is. Anything that you don't want to, that you can't fit up here, but you really, really, really want up here, you can put in this little condition box, which is that little box. And that's what that box brings up here. If you only list from your phone and you're not getting that condition, this is all you're going to see. You're going to see used, or you're going to see new. Some categories let you do like, new, good, very good, that kind of stuff. Like if you're selling books or ephemera or certain things, they let you choose the condition, especially when you're doing books. They let you choose very good, good, acceptable, that kind of stuff. And that's what you're missing out on if you're not using that. You're missing out on them not being able to see this little tiny piece, because if you have an item that is in amazing condition, but it has one flaw that you really, really, really want them to see, or whatever, or you can put in all caps right here. Don't let me say, here's a pet peeve, and eBay and a lot of other people will tell you, do not do your titles in all caps. Do not do them in lowercase.
Annoying.
Do not do them. You don't have to do them in a sentence form. You don't have to put vintage at the beginning. You can put vintage back here. You can put VTG if you don't have enough room. You can not have to put vintage. I don't have vintage in mine, and it is, but I do have 1950s to 60s, because that's kind of the time frame they think it was made. You know?
So I just did sell similar on one of your items.
Okay.
And what I got was the title, the category, and the item specifics.
And the item specifics. You won't get any of this. If
I
you
got
were on the phone,
else.
if you, okay, no, that's exactly how it is. You won't get any of this.
I just want to say, if I just wanted to point it out, because if anybody decides to use it, me, after Noelle told me to do sell similar and everything else, I was like all kinds of confident, and I was like, save as draft, save as draft, save as draft. It doesn't carry over the price. So if you did all this research and you found the value, you do need to, before you save the draft, at the very least, put what you want to sell it for in there.
Go in. You know, you've got, you're standing at the estate sale, whatever. You got the thing. I carried that little Trader Joe thing around in the crook of my arm like this for an hour. I wouldn't let them. I had a whole bunch of stuff in the hold area. They would come and get the stuff. They were like, let me take that. And I'm like, back away. They thought I was.
Oh my God, I was so mad. I had so many drafts ready, and I was like, all right, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to weigh these puppies, because I do calculated shipping. And I looked and I was like, shit, I got to look every single one of these things up again.
So when you, well, you don't really, if you screw up, and you don't, and I wouldn't even say screw up, because you're sharing something that happened to you. So you didn't know, right? All right.
I had no idea.
If that happens to you, then all you need to do is open your draft up, copy your title, because it's their title, right?
Oh.
Copy their title. Go right up here into eBay, paste it, and hit it, and voila. And not only that, if you have multiple screens or multiple tabs open, right, you can open up another tab, have another eBay up there, and then you can go right down here. Let's see. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to open this one up. Say you want to use, you guys, like I told you, if you like my description thingy here, go find one of my listings, open it up, copy all of this, copy it, don't do anything else. Or you can open up a document on your main screen, just like I have for that other thing. Here, do I have it over here still? Let's do this. Open up this thing right here. Dump it into here if you're on your computer, right?
Yep.
And then you got it. Because if you're like me and you have a problem with not being able to stay on task, then you might clear out your copied item before you get to your listing. So if you're going to do that, if you like that item and you want to, and if you like this item description and you want to keep, and you want to use it and build off of it, if you want to take that and use it as yours, I don't care. It's all, I don't care. I have at, add to it, take away from it, whatever. I will tell you, I cannot tell you how many times this has saved my butt. Are there duplicate sentences in there? You bet your booty there are. There's a reason for that. Copy this. Have your other listing on the other tab, your listing that you want to use or one of your drafts, and get that opened up and go to your description and open up a custom, open up the templates, right? And right, go to your drafts, open up your draft. You want to do all of this in one foul swoop, right? I'll tell you what, you guys, the auction professor, I did this. I got some of this information from him a long time ago, and I spent a whole day setting up all my stuff. That's how long you've been able to do custom templates, for years, simply years. And a lot of people have no idea, and they're like, oh, because, you know.
Okay, can you, where are we on your agenda? Are we doing good?
We're doing really good.
Okay, can you delete one of your templates and create one from scratch for everybody?
I did already.
Okay.
Did you want me? I will absolutely do it again.
I missed it.
That's all right.
I think I was being welcoming.
When you, so here are your custom, here's your description. This is what you're going to see on the computer. This is what you're going to see when you're coming down here to do, and you get down here and you have your item condition, right?
Yep.
It's going to ask you new or used, and you're going to choose that. If you choose new, there is nothing. You don't get to put anything here. Right. You could have a new in the box item, but the box has damages. You need to have that documented, right? All right. So I'm just going to delete this. This is what you guys are going to see, right? Yep. You're going to come down here and your description box is going to be blank, and you're going to be like, oh, what do I write there? No
way, man. My description box is not blank. I just copied it from one of FarmGurlScavenger's auctions.
No way.
Yeah. So now I want to make it a template. How do I do that?
You're going to get a bureau.
Nuh-uh.
Have my people contact your people. Oh. Okay. See this show all options?
Yep.
Click on that. If you don't want to do anything, then you just keep the simple formatting. You're going to have to click on this every time. Just create a template. Just to get this stuff right here.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
If you just want to take one of your templates that you've made, and especially if you want to put a video in, see this show HTML code?
Yep.
If you want to put a video from YouTube into your description, then you have to have this, and then you copy your code in there. Courtney has videos on it. Honestly, to tell you the honest to God truth, if you go to Lonnie, Shed Flips has the fastest, bestest video on how to do that if you want to do that, if you want to go about it that way. But most people have the option to drop a video from their phone now. Okay. Custom template. I want to make it. You can only have 10.
Yep.
Just saying.
This will be my first.
You know, so, and you only really need one. I just have stuff because I'm anal. Let's just put it there. I'm outing myself. Custom template. I can create a new one because I got rid of one of mine that I don't use anymore. Create a template. So I'm going to put vintage disclaimer or vintage where are we? Description. I'll try to spell it right. Description.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go down here and it's going to show all the options. So if you want to type it out yourself, or if you have copied and pasted it, you can just do that. Dun, dun, dun.
Create template. I'm doing it. Woohoo!
Then you go right here and you hit save.
I'm going to call it Noelle's CYA.
And then if you want, you click right here.
Wait, I'm in a different screen. Okay.
That's all right.
Yep.
Click right here.
Okay.
Go to your custom template. What do we do? Vintage description.
Hold
Go
on.
find your one, and then you got to keep it highlighted.
Noelle's CIA.
Go over here to insert.
Wait.
Dun, dun, dun. Now.
Alert! I learned something.
Now. You don't have to do this every time. If you are just, say you got 25. What do I have here? That's a stupid question.
Where are you going?
Hang on.
Don't go far.
I'm not. Say you got 25 million belt buckles. Butt buckles. That was good.
Buckles.
What? I'm hoping my. Okay. Say you got. This is like the comedy club. This is better than Saturday Night Live, you guys. Say you have 25 belt buckles, but they're all the same, but they're not, right?
Yeah.
This one's Iowa. This one's Freightliner. I should probably keep that. That's actually worth some money.
I know where my belt buckles are in my barn.
Do you? Okay.
I do.
So say you have 25 belt buckles, or 26,
I have 27
or 43.
20. Okay. So I'm gonna make.
You're gonna make one template.
I'm gonna make one template, or I'm gonna make one listing and create 25 draft copies.
Right.
One or the other.
I think for something like that, because you're probably never going to have 25 of them again.
Nope.
That you don't need to make a template. All right.
Correct. Yes.
If you're a clothing seller, or if you you have something that hats, you sell hats.
I might have one or two books.
Okay. Or 2,500, or a 20 by 10 storage unit.
25,000.
I got you on that. I already told you.
I bet.
So you only have 25 of this thing, and you know, maybe in 2 years from now you might find 25 more, or 10 or 15, or a large lot, but you only have 25 right now. But say you sell hats on the down low, like you're going to the bins, you're buying hats, you're going to the garage sales, you're buying the hats, you're going to the estate sales, and every hat you see you buy because you know how to clean them, you know how to fix them up, maybe whatever. You want to have a template. That's totally different.
Totally different.
And
that's
you want
your
a
bread and butter. That's your niche. You buy it all the time. You sell it all the time.
And you want a template for snapbacks. You want a template for fitted, and you want a template for adjustable, because they're three different things. And if you're going to list hats, you're good at it. You're done. You've cleaned them all, and you're going to put those puppies out, and you click on that template, and then you can click on that template once, and then you can make 25 copies in your draft folder, and you can just go boom, 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 take your butt buckles, you know it, and take your pictures, right? And then you can do you guys are sitting on the couch watching a stupid Hallmark commercial or movie, or
I still can't figure out how to watch those for free.
They think, really, man.
We'll cover it later.
They think whoever it is you're watching with, your kids, your family, they think, oh, this is so cool, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing, but they're watching, and you're listing your shit because you got all your pictures taken. You got to spend time with the family. You're there, you're having your popcorn, doing whatever. Or hey, you got to go pick Johnny up at school, and there's a 25-minute wait at the doctor's office. You already got everything done in there. All you really need to do is change a few words in your title, because you already had all your templates done, and you made your drafts, and you took all your pictures. Now you have all your drafts, and all you really have to do is go in and change your title. If you guys don't know who James Helferstay is, I think you need to find him. eBay can go screw themselves in their white background, Glenn.
Oh, well, you asked.
That's been disproven.
Careful what you ask for around these parts. Just saying.
Glenn knows me. I love him. They all are pushing for a white background. Go. Let's just have a look see here. Let's do a look see here. Tell me what should I look up? Let's look up belt buckles. Let's look up. Better not type butt buckles. Belt buckles. How many white backgrounds do you see? How many?
Quite a few. The room got real quiet. I don't think anybody would dare to answer.
That one, this one, but it's not super white. This one they probably use photo room. All of these are there's this one doesn't have all white. This one doesn't have all white. This one has multiples, not even close to white. Nope. Let's just go down a little further. No white background, no white background, no.
Junk Monkey Rob. Did you say his name was Rob?
Yep. Clip on.
You want you to scroll back up and click on shopping.
I never looked there. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, I still think that it's personal preference.
I don't like the white background. I hate.
One thing I don't like about the white backgrounds is you have no concept of size from the picture. So if you've got it, if you've got your items set up,
we all know this rattlesnake head is not even anywhere near close to this size. What we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a real rattlesnake head. And then you can go.
Yeah, no, I'll use its wood grain too.
I use several different backgrounds. Just depends on where I am. If I'm here at the shop.
Yeah.
If I'm here at the shop, I have.
Yep, I think it's personal preference, Tracy.
I bought this at Joann's. Can you see this?
No, because I'm controlling things here. Hold on.
This is just a vinyl fabric, and it looks like bamboo. And I bought like 6 yards of it. That's what I use here at the shop.
Tracy doesn't have a wrench. Is she grounded?
How does Tracy not have a wrench?
Well, sometimes people are getting unmodded.
That's true. Hang on. I got you too, Janae.
Mom's closet, Christy, but her comment's pretty far up, so it might be hard to find.
Christy, say something if you're still here.
Something.
Good night, Dave. I got it at
Joann's.
I got it at Joann's. You're not irrelevant. You're not irrelevant. I love you. if I'm at home, let's see, we want to go here. I'll show you. We'll look at my listings. Uh-oh.
I'm on it, man. You haven't missed a beat. You are totally full screen sharing.
Man, you may have to come work for me. Oh, you know what the best way to do this is? Let's go look at my store. Let's go into my store. This is what my store looks like.
I know her.
This background is I did at the shop. This one is in my office at the house. This one is in my office at the house. Notice the green background. This is the floor in my dining room. This is from when I lived at the farm. Somewhere in here. Isn't he cute?
I love him.
Somewhere in here there'll be some orange background right here. That's my dining room. That's the sideboard in my dining room. You know, this is my neck for my jewelry. So I used to be so stinking anal that if I couldn't use this background right here, I wouldn't list it. If I couldn't fit whatever I was listing in my listing area, this is at my shop, in my office at home. I just wouldn't list it. And I've gotten myself into a lot of trouble with that because
ooh, click that. That's so cute.
What?
Blue
this?
Sky Clay Works.
Oh, this thing is amazing.
What is that?
It is amazing is what it is. She's a fortune teller. It's 3 pieces.
Cute. Yeah, I like the background.
This is the artist. And so I just think having some things I just think are amazing on a colored black background. They really make your item pop. And some things look really good on a white background. I mean, there are things that you need to have a bland white background, but I personally don't think and that Google and eBay that they're pushing it because they're not going to show your listing. Because I'll tell you something right now, 9 times out of 10, when I search one of my items through Google, my listing from Bonanza will show up before my listing from eBay, and it's the same damn thing or darn thing, if that makes sense. So, you know, and other people have done tests on that too, but I personally, when you're going through Google shopping, let's see, this little thing's cute too.
Man, I gotta get listing.
These things sell like hotcakes, and I got a whole box of them.
So my stuff, you can see clearly I used a white sheet because you can see the ruffles in the sheet.
And I'm picky about that too. This thing right here is a gold satin curtain that I had 2 of, and every once in a while I would use that to lay on my couch. I had one of those IKEA couches that were the 2 long pieces, and I would lay that out on the couch and do some clothes on it. But you know, if you go and this is a white sheet that I laid on the concrete outside because I had all these hair pieces and I was just like over them.
Yeah.
You know, so
I've got boo-boo.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
What happened to Dax the dog?
Where's Dax? This guy?
Yeah,
that's how he comes.
He's wounded. Oh,
he's very.
I was upset the other day.
So you guys can see that I list the stuff that I talk about and I sell it. And if you've been, let me tell you this real quick. I'm so bad. I put a post up on Instagram on the stories yesterday, last night, and I put a poll on there, and it said, "Are you guys sick of me yet or tired of me yet?" Something like that, right? And sometime today, somebody clicked yes. Everybody else that clicked on the poll clicked no, right? So it doesn't show you who it is. And even if it did, it wouldn't matter. I could care less because it could have just been somebody just being joking. I don't care. Anyway, so if you go check my Instagram, I shared that story again, and I put, somebody apparently needs to unsub from me. And I added Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train for the music to that one because you guys know I love music. All right.
Squirrel.
Yep.
So I was talking to Amy and we were talking about crafty stuff and beads and Halloween stuff.
No.
And I got on this kick and I started looking up stuff because I know that I had some kits in my sewing room. And then I decided that I needed to have one. And the one that I was looking for was in your souls. I was so mad. I was like, I didn't know she had that. It was a Mill Hill kit.
I've been selling like crazy here recently. Well, I started putting sales back on, which is, I have my prices set that way. If you guys aren't selling Trader Joe bags, I don't know what to tell you. You can get those at the bins. If you are a bins shopper and you don't pick these Trader Joe bags up at the bins, all of the Trader Joe bags, you just need to be slapped.
All right, Missy, check our
okay, so we did the template description box. Okay, kind of sort of listing on your phone because I can't go over that too much. How to copy to the clipboard on your phone.
Check.
One thing I really wanted to show you guys, I kind of talked a little bit about it last week, was how to use your phone to make a photo collage on your phone, in your phone gallery, not going out to another app. The whole point of that is stay as close. Don't move things 5 times.
No touchy.
It's like all of you found a cart in the parking lot of grocery store. Oh, there you go. I hope you got them. It's like, and don't get me wrong, lots of people love photo room. Courtney loves photo room. She loves it. She uses it. Lots of people love it, and they use it to get that white background or any other background that you want. You can put any kind of background in there, right? Or they use it to make a photo collage out of. I'm going to try to see if you can put me on full screen. And I'm going to see if I can. Okay, I am in my gallery. You have your I have my camera. See if the phone, let's see if I need to tweak the settings on my camera here.
The best thing to do would be to have the webcam in front of you and put your arms around the webcam like you're hugging it with the phone right in front of it.
I'm going to love you and take you home
Mwah.
and call you Bob.
And you will hug him and squeeze him?
And you guys were just having to look up my nose. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm going to try this. Hopefully you guys don't get sick. All right, this might work. You get to look at my floor.
Okay, up a little. There. Perfect. Perfect, lady.
Hang on. Let me see if I can turn this light off. All right. All right.
Perfect.
Well,
now if you turn towards the garage door so there isn't stuff around, there you go.
Then I can't. Okay, maybe I can see. I want to just
I'm
make
just saying
sure.
it'll focus if there isn't so much in the background.
It's kind of what I was hoping too. No, yes.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh shit, I just turned that stupid light on again. Technologically having issues. All right.
So half the screen is your breastises, just so you know.
Well, I never look at them. I guess you guys get to.
There you go.
All right.
No. Yes.
Here is my camera. Here is my gallery, my photo gallery. I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to choose. Let's just go down here and find something. Oh, hey, Dominic, if you happen to be watching this later, I found some mermaids. So I'm going to choose these 3 pictures. Clicked on all of them. Can you see that? I don't think you can.
Right there.
Okay. I've chosen these
Perfect.
3 pictures. They're checked. Do you see that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you really see it?
No. But I believe you. I see 3 selected at the top.
Okay. So now I'm going to go down here to this button that says more. And it's going to bring this up. Copy to an album, move to an album, select all, create, add to a shared album, add a tag, edit date and time, edit location. Oh, it's got all these. You're going to click create. Now I have a Samsung, so this is an Android. You're going to click create and you're going to go right down here. It says collage, combine up to 6 images and videos. Look at that. And you can choose this layout or this layout or this layout or this layout or this layout. Not only that, we're going to choose this layout. You can go in here and you can make it 1:1. You can make it 9/16. You can make it 16:9. Then you can go around in here and you can mess around with the size proportion of the pictures. You know, if you don't like, maybe you want this picture up here, you just press and hold and you put it up there and they swap around. Oh, you guys
I do not have any similar option on my iPhone, just so you're aware.
You don't, that's sad. You got to have some editor, photo editor.
I use the layout app you told me to get.
Okay, that works too but well, another reason why I hate Apple.
I love my Apple.
Why?
Because you really want a list?
No, we've talked about it, but every time we talk about something, I can't do that on my Apple. I can't do that on my Apple. I can't do that on my Apple. All right. So anyway, then you can go back here and maybe I don't like that. Maybe I want to do this layout. I don't know. I would probably choose this one for this. You can also go here.
Bring
and
it down a little lower. Well, that's good.
You can go here. Let's see. Let's go back. You can go cancel. Let's go back to this. You can choose this. I don't like this. It's not showing you guys anything.
Oh, right. That's nice. That's nice right there.
It would just be nice if it would focus. All right.
Yeah, you gotta have it completely, gotta have like a poster board behind it or something.
What do I have? What do I have close by that I can put there? Nothing. I've got nothing. Hang on 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay.
I'll let you look at that.
That's all right. So, this is the little camera here. That app
How's
right
that?
there in the corner, that's the layout app that she told me to get for iPhone. See, I'm struggling just as much, Noelle, so
How's that?
that's good.
Okay.
That's very good.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys, but this is part of the. Okay, let me find a place to set this so that I can see that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Set that there. All right. So
Nice. Nice.
all right.
Oh my God, it's so nice.
So there's
Oh,
your
you taught Dawn and Mary something. You just got $5 super chat.
what?
teaching.
Thanks, girls. Whoa. All right. Something's got to give here. Next time I do something like this, hopefully we'll have more. That's much better.
This
All
is
right.
good experience for you.
It
That's
is.
nice.
And also this, you guys, those of you that don't want to do things because you don't have all the perfect equipment and you think people are going to make fun of you and you're going to struggle if you don't do things right. How do you learn how to do stuff if you don't do it like this? You guys can giggle at me and laugh at me. I don't care. I'm learning something, and so are you. So, and I've had a lot of people teach me a lot of stuff by doing this right here live, and you can come back and learn yourself at my expense. I'm good with that. Hang on, I got to put something heavy to hold this cardboard.
Yeah, we did talk about it earlier, and if she wanted to do a demo on her phone in a future show, she could do a pre-recorded video and then share it in StreamYard.
Okay. So apparently this cannot be done on a fruit product phone.
Don't mess with my fruit.
So
it can with the layout app.
Right, but not, I mean, like, not like you got to go somewhere else, right? You got to anyway. So you can also, if you really want to get fancy, you can go to this button down here and you can change your pictures to that. You can have that kind of a layout.
That is sexy right there.
Or you can change your background color. This is all in my gallery on my phone.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna save it. And when you go to albums, it's right there in my recent. So if I wanted to upload this, I mean, obviously I need to do a little tweaking because I'm not, this is so, I just turned that stupid light on again. I have done this for several of my listings. So now that we've struggled through that, let me show you one of my listings that I can think of right off the top of my head that I did that with, because sometimes 12 photos isn't enough.
Hey, Missy, I have a 45-minute drive, so I think I'm going to sign off since you got through most of your content.
Okay.
Thanks for having me. I hope I helped.
Thank you for helping. I appreciate you greatly.
Bye, guys.
Vintage Huntress likes fruit products too.
Fruit rocks.
Drive safe. I love you. Yep, the layout app works on IG too. So I'm just saying you can do it if you have an Android phone. You can do your pictures straight from the Android phone. So let's go back. Let's go back to to my eBay. I would look it up on Google, but I don't remember the actual active listings. Let's go to paperweights. I just listed these the other day. Check this out. These are amazing. I got these at the Humane Society thrift store. And these, so you don't even have to have a purple light or a black light. These just absorb light during the day. And when you shut the lights off, they glow. Well, I wanted to show that in the first picture, but I wanted them to see exactly what it was. And then I did this for each one of them so they could see what it looked like not glowing and what it looked like glowing. Show the glow if you got something that glows. And I did that in my phone with the photo app, with the photo collage. What else do I have? This vase. Wow. Oh, trying to remember if it's an LE. Let's just do this. Look at you guys. If you have something that glows, show it in your first photo. This vase right here, I was having a really hard time getting a good picture of the glow because this vase is huge. Marie, do you remember this vase? Because Marie helped me pack and my real estate agent came and helped me pack. And she about had a heart attack when she picked this up to pack it. And I told her how much it was worth. And Marie said she just kind of walked away from the breakables at that point in time. So this is a Viking. It is a persimmon color, or you could call it amberina. 3 foil. That's the feet. There's 3 feet, 3 legs. Epic. I'm doing my Vanna. I actually need to package that up. So this is another case of where I use the photo collage to put that because I wanted to have both of them visible. My son's going to come down here next week and go through a bunch of his stuff, so I'll have him help me take a better picture of it. So, you know, if you look up, if we go back here, this specific vase right here, these Fenton hobnail Burmese vases, that's what it'll look like when you see it in real life. Let's just look and see. I'm just going to do this. Fenton Burmese hobnail custard satin glass. All of these Fenton custard satin glass pieces glow, and not very many people are showing them glowing. And I really think that that's a severe injustice to their item. I think that your first picture of anything that you have, look at that. That's beautiful. You can still see all of everything. This thing right here is very similar to this, just a longer neck on this one. You must confess bias against Apple products. A retired IT worker, I'm repelled by Apple proprietary ways. I preferred OS who could program as your heart content, not restricted. Yep. I had Apple for a long time. That was my first brand new computer that I bought. You can't sell nice glass. You end up keeping it. Oh my goodness, Rob, if I kept all the glass, okay, Marie, you be quiet. Hi, Renee. How are you? So I really can't stress to you guys enough. As a matter of fact, and I don't know how well it'll show, but I was lucky enough to find a bunch of glowy items. If you don't carry a black light with you, you can get, let's just do this. Hang on. You can get these on Amazon. You can get 25 of them for like $5. I don't know. Dren has one. I literally have one on every keychain I have, and then I've given them to almost all my estate sale people because they love me. However, what I want to show you guys is this estate sale that I was at. They don't know everything. They can't know everything. Nobody can know everything. And the estate sale dealers around here know me well enough that they always give me a good deal. Because I won't let them, I won't cheat them. I won't go, you know. I always show them things that I find that I don't think they know what they are. So, one estate sale. How many things in here do you guys think glow? I don't know how well you can see that. This is goes to a candle. This is custard souvenir, Thief River Falls. Can you see how? Maybe if I do, can you see it glowing or not? There's not enough darkness. Obviously, those are going to glow, but this thing right here glows too. Look at that. How many of you would know that this little vase here glows? Let's go back over here. Someday I'll get my camera at home on my computer is fixed. How many of you guys would look at this little vase? I mean, it's pretty. You'd probably pick it up if you're a glass person. It's got the crimpled, ruffled, crimped top, whatever you want to call it. If you're in most estate sales are pretty dark inside. Right here where I'm standing, you can see that it's a lighter color on top than it is on the bottom. That's almost always a dead giveaway. And it's probably not going to show because it's so, can you see that? Let me break it right here. Can you guys see that orange glow? And it just gets better as it goes up. I can't turn the light off because it turns the light off for the whole shop. But Amberina. And it's not very often that you'll find a whole set of anything like this, but I have 8 of them. I got all 8 of them. Nobody wanted to buy them. And then a lot of people won't buy these because they're souvenir. But I've sold these little souvenir things. I've sold them and shipped them over to the Ukraine for lots of money for whatever reason. So always, if you don't have one of these, maybe I should get some and start giving them out. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get them and start giving them out. Every once in a while, I do live sales with Jenny Spruce and Gussie. She's in here somewhere. Hi, Lizzie. Not ignoring you. But, you know, if you're not a glass person, it's kind of cool to have one of those on your keychain and you could just walk around and look and you learn stuff. They're really hard to find anywhere anymore. Home Depot, you used to be able to get, what I do with it, you used to be able to get these ones. It's just easier to go on eBay or Amazon and get them. You got, yeah, Renee. Fancy that. Yeah, I tried to get some for Jan when I was in New York, and I went all over the place. They're supposed to have them at Home Depot. They have some of the bigger ones, but you're just better off ordering a package of them online, and then you have them. And I just put them on my keychain, and they just take the little watch batteries if you need to replace them. So, yeah. Okay. If you're someone who deals with cash, get a money marker pen with a black light. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good tipster from my girl, Marie. If you deal with cash, get a money marker pen with a black light in it. They work too. Huh. Anybody that does estate sales and takes cash should have one of those. Marie does a lot of. You use a bigger one, it shines farther. Well, I don't want to carry all that crap in my pockets, and I don't carry my purse when I go to an estate sale. I don't carry my purse when I'm at the bins. I don't want anything hooking on the edge. I put my money and my debit cards go in my pocket. My phone goes in this pocket unless I'm recording, and my keys go in one of the pockets, and that's it. That's all I need. On my keys, I took it off the other day. It's in my door. On my keys, I have that. And I also have a little teeny tiny Leatherman's tool that has a screwdriver, a knife, and all of that stuff. So if I need to get something off the wall unscrewed or cut something off, they have scissors in them, cut buttons off at the bins on stuff that's tortured. You know, I'm not going to wear a fanny pack to the bins. I'm not going to take my purse in that you could bust. I hate when you bend over and you have your crossbody comes and it hangs down in front of you. It gets stuck on the bins because I'm only 5'5", and you know, I have, when I reach across, that, you know, it's issues. I have issues. Just don't look at your, yeah. All right. Here's something that I don't, how many of you that are still here with me? 47 people. Wow. You guys are nuts. I love you. How many of you guys and gals use Pinterest or find things on Pinterest when you're searching searching for items? A lot of people just use, when I was sick with cancer, I couldn't do a lot. And that was in 2011, and I created a Pinterest account. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you, Jack. Let's see. Let's go over here. And, well, we'll just do this. Go out of here. When this one might already be in it. When you let a listing go, I'm just gonna change something in this because I want to show. I'm not sharing. Just realized that. Sorry. When you let your listing go, I'm revising this listing, and it might be one that I need to change some stuff on. So let me look in here. Books, children's books, ISBN. I put does not apply for a reason. Paperback, topic. I hate that sound. Anyway, genre, you can go down here and you can add all of this stuff, right? This is old. Do you know how old this is? You used to be able to have, boy, that's a good thing I opened this up. All right. I'm going to copy and paste this because that's and then this is all getting deleted. See this right here? You used to have to go in here and add this because they had something wrong with their stuff. That's like 3 years. That's from 2019. That's how old this listing is. All right, I'm going to change my description. Going to add my general template. I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to paste that description that I had. I need to fix this in my template too. This should be 18 font and it's not. There you go. 7 by 5 by 1, 8 ounces, medium male. Doing that. Okay, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to revise it. Whether you're revising it or you are setting a new listing, you just let it. It'll say your listing has now been published. In this case, your listing has been revised. View the listing, create a new listing, create a similar listing, or share the listing. You didn't used to be able to do it this easily. You can share it to somebody on Messenger. You can share it to your Facebook profile. You can share it to Twitter. You can share it to LinkedIn. You can share it to Pinterest, Reddit, WhatsApp, and your email. And you can copy this and you could put it on Instagram in a story and copy the link and put that in your link. But Pinterest, you guys, people are using Pinterest to sell things. Hi, KK. I dropped your package off at the post office today, so be looking for it. This is my Pinterest, and I have a board on my Pinterest that's called FarmGurlScavenger on eBay. And what I would do is every time I had a new listing, I would go put it on there. So if I open this up now and I go to me, this is me on Pinterest. I believe there's a link in, I believe there's a link somewhere. There might be a link in the description below to my Pinterest. Let me just look. Yep, there sure is. All right. So I have 2,000 followers. I'm only following 204. And it used to be that it would tell you how many pins you had and how many pages you had. I don't know. Created and saved. And then these are all the different boards that I have. So somewhere in here is FarmGurlScavenger on eBay, and I have 1,760 pins on it. Every listing that I have put on eBay that I shared is in here. Guess what? I made so much money off of this Tic Tac gum, I can't even tell you. If you Dren sourced this, sourced it in LA, I listed it, and we sold it a couple of days later. So you can see where I listed a bunch of stuff all at the same time. This was all Sirocco wood. I actually did a video on You're Over at Donna's. Yeah, I saw that she went live. I did a video on Sirocco wood because I had a bunch of Sirocco wood to list. So I did the video on Sirocco wood and then I listed it all. And I only had to use one listing because I made one template, one draft, and then I just went in and changed the titles and stuff. So this is my Pinterest board. And you guys cringe every time you hear it. Well, you may want to use it, Rob. You should be using it for your rocks and your minerals and and your watch pieces. It's Pinterest is a huge thing. I just sold one of these things. Anyway, so when it used to be, before eBay changed the algorithm, that you could go to your listings. Dang it. Let's see if we can do it like this. You could go straight to your listing, and it's not going to let me do it from here. You have to do it through that view listing. Let's just revise this listing. Not my car. You just never know. Hopefully we don't have to listen to it. So I just did this listing. I found this little puffalump. So if I go down here, I'll change something in here. Oh, look at that. There is no condition description. That is not good. Well, I'm glad I looked at it. Am I still sharing? Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to open up my little thingy here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in there. Open this back up. Everything else should be fine. Holly has 2 L's. See what I mean about typing? On the ear and festive little Christmas ruffle around its neck. And I will go down here. Everything there is good. Yep. How many of you guys have shipping business policies? This is what having shipping business policies does for you. They're all done. I have 3, 1, 2, 3 for first class. There's actually 4 different first class rates. I have 3 because I don't need 4. I have hazardous materials because that's what I use, ground shipping for anything that needs to be shipped hazardous. And then flat rate envelope, all I have to do is put that in there and it populates exactly what I have in my, oh, yep, 100%, Rob. All right. Let's go down here and revise that since I added that in there. So I already showed you this one, share listing. And what you can do is you go here to view listing. I haven't done this for a while. It used to have a spot right up here that had Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest right there. So they obviously took that away and put it into the share because I don't see it. Do you guys see it? I don't see any of that anymore. It's all in that. That's for my Taurus coin bank that I sold. I'm so sad he's gone. He was so cool, but that's where it's at. Yeah, it's not there anymore. So if I click back here, it's going to take me back to this screen. So if you want to share your listing in one click, don't know if you can do this from the phone. There you have it. All of these different things. And if you're signed in on your computer, all you have to do is click, 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 and these go out. And that will really create a firestorm through all your social media and share that. So if you want to, does Pinterest show your eBay store linked to the listing? Well, let's, yeah, it does. Do I still have that? Do I still have Pinterest open? Let's see. I didn't share this on Pinterest, so let's go here. Now you can promote it. You can see it. I don't see it there. well, all kinds of weird things. But what I'll do is I'll go here. Let's open up my board. There's that board. I think that if you click on this, dun, 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 takes you right to eBay. Hi, Lori. Do you know that's all free? Because I have a Pinterest page that I named FarmGurlScavenger on eBay that I take one extra click or two to put those listings in my Pinterest. So all of those, every time Pinterest opens up, when you're doing a Google search and you find something like this, if it's sold, it won't open up to this. It'll open up to, let's see if I can find, oh shoot. Let me look on here real quick. Lots of times if you go to, a lot of people do this, a lot of people on Etsy. I know I sold this. I've already sold this. So if I click on this, we've looked everywhere. Well, you can't find it because it's sold. All right. You definitely need, Pinterest is free. You don't need to promote anything. This is free. If you have Twitter, well, I don't know because things have changed there, but we're not talking about that stuff. You can put it on Twitter. You can put it on all of those different, you can share it to all of those different things. Apparently you need to have one, Jenny, my friend. So if you guys didn't know about Pinterest, and you should be able, if you use list perfectly or any of the cross listing things, you should be able to use Pinterest for that as well. If you're going from that, it's just kind of like a lot of people are getting rid of their Bonanza. They're not using Bonanza anymore. Well, Bonanza is free and they import your stuff for free and they sell your stuff. I think it's like a 5%. I use pirate ship to ship. I just grab everything from there and ship, and I'm getting double coverage because everything that goes into Bonanza, Google pulls that up. Google will pull both my listings up. Google will pull my eBay listing up and they'll pull my Bonanza listing up. So I'm getting double duty on it. Bonanza's not any big deal. You don't even have to do anything other than set it up. So, and Twitter is free too. And Facebook is free. If you guys have an eBay store and you have Facebook, go set up a Facebook for business. And it will kind of sort of merge with your regular Facebook. You can go back and forth in your profiles. Set yourself up a Facebook for business and you can share. Let's see. That one was an error page. Let's see. This takes me back. Facebook. I haven't done this in a while. So what I can do here is okay, let's make this big. Share on Facebook, share to newsfeed or story. I don't want this in my personal Facebook. So I will go here to share on a page you manage. That's my Facebook for business, FarmGurlScavenger. And then you go down here and you put post to Facebook. And now that listing is live in my Facebook for business, which is FarmGurlScavenger. So if you are on Facebook, which a lot of people are, because a lot of people are on Facebook for personally, or they're on Facebook in a lot of other groups. There are amazing groups out there that will help you identify stuff, whatever, for whatever you want to do. It's free to have a Facebook for business. And let's see, where is my even Facebook here? I don't even know if I have it set up. Oh, there it is right there. So if I go over here, see this little spot right here with my picture on it? There's an arrow there. And I can go right over here to this one, switch to FarmGurlScavenger. This is my Facebook for business. And it's got all the stuff you can do, all kinds of stuff in here. Looky there. I don't even know who that is. So I don't know how many of you guys are aware of the fact that you can do that you can share your listings to other platforms for free. They've got it all set up for you. They've got the links set up for you. And then you can copy the link. So maybe you have your own website. Maybe you want to put it on your community page on your YouTube, whatever. Like I said, they don't give you the option to share it to Instagram, but you can share a link in an Instagram story. So you could copy that link and you could absolutely go straight to Instagram and you can put that in. If you guys are selling on Instagram and you're selling through a post or through a reel, you cannot put your link to your items, or you can put any link in it. If it's a post and it's a reel, the only way that you can link anything to that is through your link tree. If you're posting a story, then there's an option where you can grab your link. Like if you guys follow me on Instagram, right here, this is the girls from Let's Do Lunch podcast. This is their link. This is a story. See it? Story. If I click this link, it says visit the link, it's going to take me right to their channel. Okay? If you do a reel, okay, and you have to do this from your phone. Instagram, you can do some of it from the computer, but Instagram is really a phone app. So if you don't have a link tree in your profile, which is also free, Linktree is also free, you're doing yourself an injustice, because if you say, go to my eBay store, well, how are they supposed to know what your eBay store is? If you're doing a post or a reel, you cannot put links in those. You can only put a link in a story. And so if you don't have a link tree, which has whatnot caught, this is a short film my son did. I need to go in and move some stuff. My eBay store, my YouTube, my Pinterest, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Mercari, free USPS shipping supplies, Poshmark, another online vintage marketplace. You can put all of your links in here. So you need to make sure that if you are selling on Instagram and you're not using an Instagram business or whatever, and you want to sell on Instagram, and you say, go to my eBay store. Well, unless you're in a post, a story, you better have a link tree, which is free. And you need to let people know that they can go to your link tree in your bio. This is your biography. This is your link tree. And they can go right to your eBay store because you linked your eBay store there. Or they can go right to your YouTube because you've linked your YouTube there. Or they can go right to your Pinterest because you've linked your Pinterest there, right? All of these different things, Facebook, Twitter, Mercari, anything that you have that you want to do. So I don't have a lot of static posts. I don't do many posts anymore. I do almost all stories, and then I save my story and I put it into a reel, because you can't share somebody's story unless they tag you in it. They have to literally tag you in a story. Like I literally, somewhere here, right here, at Let's Do Lunch Resellers Podcast. All three of these gals, or whoever is the main, got this. But I also tagged them. I also tagged them in it. This is funny. I posted this last night. Are you tired of me yet? Okay. I could have sworn I put one on here. Anyway, somebody said yes, they were. So I decided that they need to unsub from me. Somewhere I thought I did a post with Courtney's stuff in it. And you can also you can take your stories after you post them and you can make highlights. You can make it's almost like a photo album. You can name it Insta Family, Family Forever, highlights, things that you want to. All of your stories go away after 24 hours, but they're archived. You can go into your archives and find them. But you can also create these little blippity blips right here. Like this is my house. And if I wanted to just show somebody what I had done in my house, then these things are connected. This is in that little thing that's my house. So there's a lot to learn about Instagram. I don't know hardly anything. Thank you so much, Regina. I know a lot of people have told me that they think that I know a lot. I don't. I have spent hours learning and teaching myself. I don't mind helping anybody learn, but there's videos out there that will teach you how to do it. If you either get it or you don't, you know what I mean? So I can't really show you guys how to make a reel or a post on the computer. I can do what Jan said, and I can pre-record from my phone into, it would be a pre-recorded StreamYard to teach you guys how to do stuff like that. I usually don't hit 250 anymore, so it worked for me. I list more on Etsy than eBay. I'll go back and read all of the comments tomorrow, you guys, when they're loaded. I'm sorry. I really needed to be able to concentrate on what I was doing so that I could really show you guys some stuff that I wanted to show you and not bounce back and forth from the chat to what I was doing. You didn't keep up with all the changes over the years. That's all right. That's absolutely okay. But there's even, these little things are stuff that I've learned from other content creators over the years and people that I knew and just watching. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I have a photographic memory. It is not always a good thing. it is painful to me because sometimes there's things that you just don't need to have up there and you can't get rid of it. And it's painful to me when I walk through an estate sale or a garage sale or go to the bins, because I know I don't even have to look up prices on a lot of things anymore, or look up things. I do on things that I'm not sure of. But I mean, look at the look at the crap that I have. It's so diversified because that's where my head is. I see the value in these things and I can't help myself but pick them up because I know what they're worth. You paid $5.50 for a coffee date today, and that's literally just $2.50 less than my eBay store fee. I was lecturing her like a mom lectures her a couple of weeks ago, and she just sat there, quietly took it. You're such a good kid, Jenny. I love you. Anyway, so Jenny, do you have a link? No, what's today? Today's Thursday. Jenny does a sale every Monday at 9 a.m. in the morning. And at least once a month, I'm going to start selling with her. So, because I just have a lot of little things that I need to just let go. I have 3 storage units full of stuff that I need to let go. So anyway, I hope you guys learned something. I hope I taught you some tricks. If you have any questions or specific things that you'd like me to address, come back and leave a comment on this video, and I'll see what I can do to help you. If you're on Instagram, you can instant message me. If you're on Facebook, you can instant message me. The links to find me are down below. And you know, I will give you 5 minutes of my time if it's something that I can do in 5 minutes. But I have to start being better about setting limits and boundaries, because it's getting to the point where there's so many of you that are crazy enough to follow me. I appreciate every single one of you. Good night, Vintage Huntress. Thanks for coming in. That between that and Dren, my grandson, and remodeling the house, and I'm going to be built. The shop's getting ready. We're cleaning up the yard this weekend from the fence. And hopefully I'll have a contractor in the next couple of weeks to get the shop built. And then all of this has to get moved. Marie, schedule me in for a couple of months. Good night, Rob. Anyway, so, you know, everybody has a life, right? We all have a life. We all have work, and then we have family, and then you have your everyday mundane things. You got to go get groceries, got to clean the bathroom, you got to sweep the floor, you got to do your laundry, all that stuff, right? So you finally got your fence built. We're the treat. Yep. Mine's almost done, but mine's a brand new fence. So the guys that are doing it work full-time jobs, and then they come and work 3-4 hours in the evening, and then they haven't been able to do that for the last couple of weeks because it's been raining cats and dogs. But the last 4 days, it's been really nice. I had to go get some more wood today. Hi, Muriel. How are you? And you are welcome. So I hope I taught you at least one new thing. Like I said, feel free, if you want to steal my item description, little disclaimer, feel free to go into my store, open the one up and steal it and change it or keep it or do whatever. But having those custom templates in your description is a game changer. It's that much less stuff that you have to do, right? The less clicks that you have to do when you're making a listing. And even if it's only 4 things that you're listing, you got 4 pairs of shoes, you make 1 template, 1 draft, 1 listing, 4 drafts, 1 listing, 3 drafts, right? 3 drafts off your 1 listing. And then all you have to do is whatever is specific to that pair of shoes or those coats. Maybe they're all the same coat, same size, everything, but the color's different, right? I love you too. I'm glad you're home. Thank you. All right. So I hope, I don't even know how long we've been on. We've been on for a while. I was trying to keep my lives to an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I knew this one was going to be long. And that's why I had Jan come in so that I could get to all the stuff. But I think I pretty much got everything. I'm sorry I couldn't show you more stuff on the phone. I'm sorry about all of that, but hopefully you can muddle through enough and you can always get a hold of me. I think I'm going to do a couple of screen recordings and upload them to YouTube, but have them unlisted, and then I can always send a link out. That might be the best way to do some of that stuff too. So that's where that is. All right, you guys. I haven't done any listings today. I have to get some listings up. It is 8:30. So I am going to, I have about 5 of them ready over here to get done. I'm going to get my listings done for the day, and I will see you for sure next week. Hey, if you guys want to join Courtney's Bowl Buddies Bingo, Bins Bingo, she's doing, if you want to film it and do her bins bingo, there's no, it's not a challenge or anything like that, other than she has a bingo card. You have to message her through Instagram and Facebook. Links are down below, and she will send you the bingo card, and then you go to the bins and see if you can find everything in one trip. Videotape as much of it as you can, and just make you don't even have to do anything. You can just hit upload and upload it to your YouTube. All you have to do to start making videos is push that button. If I can do it, you can do it. I'll talk to you later, you guys. Bye.